All right, buddy, a weird game. What did you see from Ottavino out there first?
It was a tough one for Adam, for sure. The Barnes at bat, a few breaking balls, and then I don't know. I haven't seen the replay, but the 3-2 pitch to Barnes looked really good from the side. I couldn't tell, but from there it sort of unraveled. So. Otto couldn't really locate the fastball, couldn't get consistent strikes with the breaking ball. Our bullpen was stretched thin, Thomas, as you know, and we had to try to get him through it. But yeah, it was in your words, it was a weird inning for Otto.
How is Tyler Anderson?
Tyler's sore. He started cramping in the lower part of his hamstring. Whether it's knee related, not sure, but when you're cramping a lot of times, when you're warm like he was, a lot of times that could be hamstring, bottom of the hamstring type strain situation, and we felt it was the right thing to do to take him out if it was a hamstring situation.
It's worrisome enough that you stayed away from Senzatella. I don't know if that was the reason why you didn't extend.
Instead of,
I don't know. You have been, like you said.
Well, again, I think with Senza we were trying to stay away from him. Nick, because if this game went extra innings or we needed any sort of length, that Senza was the guy for that. I think we thought as the game unfolded with Lyles, Oberg, McGee, Ottavino, Holland, we could get through the remaining part of that game, which it looked as though it was set up for that. And then the inning got away from Ottavino.
Well, you've been around baseball a long time. You ever seen that many wild pitches in a game?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I know McCarthy threw a few. We had our share. I didn't count them. I'm sure you guys did. Was that a record?
8. I don't know if it's a record.
Is that a record?
Ottavino tied a club record, so.
I'm going to say yes to your original question, just because I've been in this game for 38 years. I'm going to say yes, I've seen that many, but I can't recall when.
The 2-run wild pitch there, was that just a case of Wohlers just not knowing where the ball was?
As far as the one pitch that he couldn't locate? Yeah, he couldn't locate that. The thing about the big mask that Tony wears, the hockey mask. A lot of times when the ball goes by you, that thing sort of jars itself, and you got to get that thing off, and your vision is a little bit obstructed with that big mask. So, it might be a better question for Tony if he did not see it, but I do know from talking to catchers about that type of mask that sometimes it's very hard to pick the ball up.
Started off pretty good for you guys today. Obviously, you took advantage of some wild pitches, but did well against McCarthy.
Yeah, we got to McCarthy, but he helped us, no doubt. And then we helped them on the back end of that game.
Is this just one of those things where they happen when you're going, when you have a little stretch like this that sometimes you just have?
Well, again, you sort of make your own breaks, but, we, at the end, we sort of, did some things that helped them get to where they were. So, it's you hear me say it all the time. You never know how a game's going to unfold. These games are played by human beings. You don't know what's going to happen. That's the beauty of our game is that, games like this happen. They're painful when, you're on this end of it. But, we've had our share where it's gone the other way. And really recently, when you think about it, we've had some things go our way recently. The last couple of days it hasn't gone our way in these types of games.
And with Anderson, is there a follow-up exam? MRI,
yeah, we're gonna. With Tyler, we're gonna have him looked at tomorrow in San Francisco. We're gonna talk about it probably after this press conference closes, and we'll get with Keith and Tyler to see where we are, but it's probably too early to tell what's going to happen.
Wednesday? Wednesday yet?
We're still working through that, based on a number of factors. So, Yeah, as you noticed, we're still going through some things with our pitching. Our pitching's been a little tough here with the short starts and getting Tyler back in the rotation. So we'll see how this sets up. So it's ever changing, as you guys know. You never know. I mean, it's always fluid. But again, once we figure out what we're going to do, we'll inform the players, and then the media will follow right thereafter with the information.
This being your first 5-game skid this year, and it was a weird one. Does the after this game, does this need more attention from you?
This is a great test for us guys. This is a great test. For us, but this is good stuff as far as where we are and where we need to be and what we need to do. So this is as painful as this one was today, and maybe as ugly as it got at the end. This is good for us to see where we are and see how we can bounce back and do some things we need to do, especially on the mound, with this series.